Redewing Chris Williams, croeso I fy blog video YouTube am Dydd Dewi Sant. I am Chris Williams. Welcome to my YouTube video blog on St. David's Day. Some brief footage there of a rather beautiful, nice spring day here in Cardiff, the capital of Wales, and unfortunately some rather brief footage of the parade which went through the city centre early this afternoon, featuring the young school children embracing the Welsh culture. My camera batteries died, so I wasn't able to record any more than what you saw, unfortunately. Also, do pardon my Welsh at the beginning. I am from the prominently speaking English area of Pembrokeshire, and although I've been in Cardiff on and off over the last couple of years, it's only been this year that I've been able to experience how the people of Cardiff indulge in St. David's Day. Indeed, I tried myself to go to Cardiff Castle because I heard through the BBC that it's free entry for castles in Wales today, but as I read some time ago, that's only for castles that are managed by Cadw, the body here in Wales that manages castles. But Cardiff Castle, of course, is not managed by Cadw because it's owned by the Marquess of Bute. So £10 to get in. This brochure about what's in Cardiff Castle costs £5, so you know what I did. Although it'll be nice to go there sometime in the future, I imagine. But my parents went to Cardiff Castle in the 70s, and it was because of that I felt like going there today on St. David's Day, and also but I felt more Welsh than I ever have in the past. From being in Pembrokeshire, you're actually cut off from Welsh culture. No, everybody speaks English as the first language. They support the English football team. When S4C comes on, you switch it off, that sort of thing. But here, as you go from Pembrokeshire through to Cardiff, past Carmarthenshire, Swansea, Neath, Port Talbot, and Bridgend, and then if you go on to day trips like I've been doing recently, off to Caerphilly and Pontypridd, then you encounter the Welsh. And in fact, in the past I've been to Shrewsbury on a day trip, and it's amazing that although Shrewsbury is not far from the border, it's fair to say that Shrewsbury has a bit of a split identity. It's in England, but you can visibly see some kind of Welsh culture. The people weren't too passionate about being English. Of course, as most of you will know, there is a place in Shrewsbury called Welshbridge, which leads into Wales, and quite a few people in Shrewsbury live there, so it's as if the people of Shrewsbury don't care if they're Welsh or English. And same is true for places like Chepstow, not far from England. In fact, you can walk from Chepstow to England, but although they have I think it's either the first or second highest percentage of English-speaking example, Pembroke Dock, where I come from, is either the first or second. I'm not sure what order Chepstow and Murdoch go in terms of the most English places here in Wales. But getting back to what I'm saying, Chepstow, sort of nearly English, but the people there cheer on Wales in the rugby. They want to emphasise to the people who know them that they are still on the west side of the border, the Welsh side of the border, and therefore, irrespective of closeness to the English border, they want to consider themselves to be Welsh. A good opportunity for young people, particularly in the areas like Cardiff and in the prominently Welsh-speaking areas, I imagine, for those young people to keep the Welsh culture and the Welsh language alive. I know myself that back home in Pembrokeshire, St David's Day isn't all that much of a big deal. Yes, the schools have the little girls dressing up as Welsh ladies and that sort of thing, but the parents think, just another day, that sort of thing. Because those in the north of Wales, and I think those in the South Wales Valleys, would like St David's Day to be a public holiday. In fact, some people who spoke to me at that bit of a parade sort of few months ago, they were also putting forth that argument. Indeed, the BBC here in Wales today conducted an opinion poll. Well, they published the results of an opinion poll today on whether or not the Welsh Assembly should have full legislative power. And indeed, the majority of people questioned that they do think that Wales should have more of a say over its affairs, and they think that the Labour Party is the best party for Wales, because that is a traditional result, because the Conservatives are not welcome in Wales, and Plaid Cymru making steady progress through the Welsh political scene. It's fair to say that Plaid Cymru have come a long way since they were formed by Gwynfor Evans. No, what's to say that in 100 years' time, Plaid Cymru will not be to Wales what Labour has been over the last few decades? Many people still need to be convinced that it is beneficial to have an exclusive Welsh party representing Wales when dealing with London. Of course, S4C, they face an uncertain future now in the digital age. Many people, I think Gwynfor Evans was one of them, went on hunger strike to campaign for a Welsh language television channel in the early 80s, around about the time that I was born. But now, with the onset of digital television, many people will stop watching S4C. It's up until now they've been featured in English language programs, and S4C now effectively becomes a minority channel with 100% Welsh output, and people down in the South Pembrokeshire area where I come from might not watch that exclusive Welsh content. I know people in North Pembrokeshire, when they hear arguments about the Welsh language dying, they say, no, we're going to keep the Welsh language alive. We're going to sort of drape ourselves in the flag. We're going to speak Welsh whenever we can. And that is something that people have tried to encourage amongst the young people in recent times, particularly since the onset of S4C, I believe. It's fair to say that Wales will probably always be financially dependent on England, but it must not let England and the English destroy the Welsh culture. It must not allow the influx of English migrants who come to Wales for work purposes. It mustn't allow them to downscale the prevalence of Welsh culture here in Wales. So, thanks for joining me for this St. David's Day special, and I hope that you have a very happy St. David's Day, and that you will join me for future video blogs over the next few days, weeks, and months, when I'll be blogging about topics that are not necessarily about Wales, but I know that when I blogged about Welsh football some time ago, I engaged with the Welsh audience who work all around the world, mostly in the Middle East. So, hello to you, Welsh patriots currently stationed away from your loved ones here in Wales. So, till next time, it is bye for now. Bye bye.